big guy, right? He'll beat you. He said he'll knock you out like fast, easy, because you're littler. I'm like, man, bro, whatever, bring him. You know? These fuckers come to my house like the next week, bro.
You're doing it for professional reasons, you know.
Exactly.
There's real evil out there, man. There's
100%.
wars out there that are
100%.
killing.
Let's go, Mexico!
Time doesn't exist, there's more to what we see. Let's sit down, talk about it, let's just call it P.O.T, P.O.T, yeah. Let's call it P.O.T, P.O.T, yeah. Let's call it P.O.T.
Pontification of Thought Podcast.
Yo, what up, P.O.T heads? I got a great episode for you guys today, man. I got my boy right here going through some motherfucking beast mode stuff. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself real quick.
Hi, everybody. This is Edilberto Rosales Jr., Eddie One Blood Rose, born and raised here in Chicago, Illinois. MMA fighter for Chicago Fight Team.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice, bro. Man, I've been seeing some of that footage you sent me. Ooh, man. I was like, whoa.
And it's crazy because some of the stuff I sent you too, I even sent you some like before like when I first started this journey, because it's crazy. You know, we all grew up in Chicago. We all had like little scraps in the park or in the backyards or in school and shit. But it kind of just became something more than that. You know, I was always like a kid with a dream, and I was just like, man, you know what? Let's see how far I can take it. And I remember the first fight I had, I was like over cocky. Cause I was just like, man, I ain't never lost in the street. I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
Like no cap, this is gonna be fast. I wasn't running. I wasn't conditioning right. I fought that guy at 175.
175?
Yeah, bro. I was like, I think I was like 180, and my coach was like, bro, just get to 75 at least if you can for me, cause like, you know, there's some big boys, and I was just like, man, I don't care, bro. Like, you know.
That's a lot of weight.
Bro, now that I'm a fighter, like I know 170. I'm not trying to fight at 170. You know what I mean? So, but I fought that guy at 175, gave him a war, Corey Cosman, and that I even sent you the interview from that shit. And I was like, it's crazy because I remember that day like it was yesterday. That was the hardest fight of my life, and there's something that I tell people, like something in me kind of like died. But at the same time, like something else in me like woke up.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like the part that died, I needed to lose it because it was more like an ego thing.
Yeah, right. Because sometimes, like you were saying, you were overconfident. So like sometimes the ego needs to be checked a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It depending on the person, you know, like whatever. But like it obviously, you going through that lesson, you were like, oh.
It was definitely humbling.
Right,
like, because I was thinking I was unstoppable. And then I remember I was even like, after I lost that fight, I wanted to quit. Like, I was like, you know what? This ain't for me. There's a lot of other things I can do, construction, whatever. This maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm just meant to be like I can train this, but maybe it's not meant to be like competitive. But honestly, there's something in me because, you know, I was injured for like 2 weeks after that fight. So like even like when I was like injured, I was just thinking about like, man, if I could have done a little more, because like I said, I wasn't even running. I wasn't running.
That's what I was about to ask you. Were you even training before you did your first fight?
So I was training, but man, so it's hard to say. Look, because I don't want to say what I was doing was training, because I feel like it wasn't really training. But I don't want to shit on people who that's all they do, you know. Because they only have an hour in the day, and they get an hour class, and they feel good about it. You know, I don't want to shit on those people either. But that's what I was doing. I was doing like what they call one-a-days. And you don't do that.
Right. Not
where I'm at now. Yeah, where I'm at now, you need and especially my opponents, if you guys end up watching this footage, I hope you're not doing one-a-days against me. You need to do 2, 3 a days. You know, there's not no... Right. I can train once a day, and that's it. No, there's a lot of hours in this day. And I'm training in the morning, I'm training in the afternoon, and I'm training at night. So, and some of the stuff I do, I don't even count as training, but I'm doing like extra little shit too, like in between, like running 5 miles in between, like maybe I'm just, you know, parked up, or, I actually got an electric car, so I charge up, and I got my running shoes in the front, and I grab those. And that's it, and I go run.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, because everybody's just sitting in their car. I watch everybody sitting in their car. Some people read, and I like that. The people who read, because sometimes I read, but I rather run.
I think that's a dope idea. A lot of people should start doing that shit. Like, especially people that own electric cars.
Yeah, man.
Connect it.
Stay active. Yeah,
go do
run.
some shit real quick.
Yeah.
Come back. By the time you come back, you got your exercise.
100%.
Like, do you always go through like camps before every fight now? Like after going through all that?
So it's kind of crazy. So when I first fought Corey, we'll go back to Corey. And then I got like a dark place in my head. I was like, man, I don't should I do this? Should I not? I was like, okay, let's give it one more. Let's give it one more, and let's go all in. My coach at that time, James Dunn, he was a good man. He used to always give me advice, and he said, bro, you weren't even halfway in. Go halfway in. Go all in. And let's see how you can go, dude. Because I was like a fat boy, 175, and
I saw the footage,
it was unhealthy 175. No abs, no nothing. And I was like, you know what? He's right. Let's give it a. I almost took him out in the first round, so I was like, man, let's give it 50. Let's give it 50. Let's give it 50. Let's give it 60. Let's give it 70. Let's give it a little something more.
Let's go more. Right.
And I did, and I ended up fighting Corey Cosman's teammate Anthony Palencia. Same spot, with same gym, everything. I had the same fight feels, same fight nerves. And then Corey walks in, and he's, oh, hey, you're fighting my teammate. And I'm just like, and I'm just like, man, it all seems to be like set up for, it's crazy because from the first one, I felt it was set up for the other guy.
Just
because I fought him in his gym.
Right?
I fought him in his gym, 200 people for him, 10 people for me,
Wow.
He's fucking healthy, 175. I'm fucking fat, 175. I felt like it was all set up. And then when I fought his teammate, I kind of more so felt it was set up again because now I'm the main event. Now we're the last fight. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like, I've seen people get knocked out during the night. I've seen people, get embarrassed. And I'm just like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then I'm like, damn, and this guy trained probably to fucking kill me because his teammate just fought me. They know how I fight.
Yeah.
Like, he's training to kill me, And then that one was crazy because he had some friends in the crowd added a little more sauce to it, telling me like his best friend he called me over, and I'm like not trying to go because I had like all the pre-fight nerves and shit, and I'm just like, man, I ain't going to go over there. And then my coach James, he's like, hey man, go over there, they're calling you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't go over there. He's like, man, go over there. And I was just like, all right, fuck it. I went over there, and he's like, hey bro, how old are you? And I'm just like, oh, I think I was 26, 27 at the time. And I was like, and then he's like, oh, cool, because we thought you were like 17. And I was just like, nah. He's like, oh, he felt bad because he's going to knock out a little kid, bro. You see, he's our age, bro. It's all good. He's like, hey, you don't feel too bad, bro. He's been knocking motherfuckers out since kindergarten. And I'm just like, what am I going to say? I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, all right, whatever,
trying to
bro.
get in your head type of thing.
Like type shit. And I'm just like, man, these fighters, like, I don't know, like, because it's different in the street, bro. There's not much talking, you got a problem with somebody, you're pretty much like, you see them, it's on sight.
Right.
This type of shit, this fighting shit, it's like you don't even know these guys, but all you know is they train to kill,
Yeah, right.
And then they're
There's
like
a
talking.
Difference, right.
Yeah, and they're talking like that, and then you're just like, we're human. Well, I'm human, so I get a piece of me that's like, oh, damn, what if this guy is good? Especially from that first one. I think that's the part that woke up, though, the humbling part.
How do you, get yourself in that mode? Like, I'm about to fight.
I'm about to kill.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, now it's I think it means more to me now. There's a lot of guys that I train with. They're younger than me. I feel like I started in this game pretty late, and I'm making up for time. A lot of guys, they're like, man, bro, like, you don't think you're overtraining sometimes? And I'm like, nah, hell nah, because I'm catching up. There's no overtraining. Like, I feel like for me, like, I like to listen to my body, sure. If I feel like I can't, then I won't,
Yeah.
But if I can, I will.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you have to be in tune with your body if you're doing things like that. If you're like a professional athlete,
Yeah,
you
you
have to
you
listen
have
to
to,
your
you have
body.
to, you have to take-
You have to be in tune.
You have to try to get honestly the hardest part of recovery I feel I get is like that I need to do more is just that full 8 hours, you know?
Right.
Like the full 8 hours when I do get them, man,
You feel
it's
good,
a
right?
game changer, man. Game changer.
It's
That
hard to get some good
full
8 hours of
hours,
sleep. Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah,
Especially
and
like
straight, like a
depending
straight
on what's
8.
going on around you
Yeah,
too,
man,
like
you
bro,
know, I'm
that to
telling
set
you.
that little time aside to be able to do. You follow like a diet too, or
Yeah, you know, in between camp, I kind of like fall off a little bit, you know, because you know we're human. But as of right now, you know, I kind of got my next opponent ready for September 20th. Everybody be on the lookout for that. Hammond, Indiana. We're gonna do it again for Beast Mode Fighting Championship. Shout out Darius Flowers. You know, thank you for the opportunity. We're gonna do it again, and hopefully faster than last time. You know, we got a 21-second victory on a guy, Mark Frederick Jr., Confederate guy, you know, likes to rock the Confederate flag and shit. And we went in there and did our thing, you know, with the Mexican flag on and everything, you know.
right.
So it sucks to say we're fighting probably another Hispanic September 20th, you know, especially around Mexican Independence Day. But hey, may the best man win. I know I'm going in there to kill or be killed. So I hope this guy is ready for that because the last guys weren't.
Right.
They weren't.
Well, that's what it is too, right? Like with having that, like knowing what you're supposed to do, knowing what is it that you're really trying to accomplish, and you can't accomplish it if you're not ready for it.
I 100% agree with that statement. 100. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in right there because that was 100% because I feel like a lot of the guys I'm fighting right now, they're in it to get the experience. Because they're like, hey, this is right before the pros. You know, these are our amateur records. Maybe I can take a little risk. Sure, I'll take the risk too. But I'm going into every fight to win. Because I'm not going in to get losses. I'm not going in to lose. Fuck that. We're going to have an undefeated record, you know. And then when we get to the pros, it's going to stay that way.
Right.
Because how do you... And then something... A lot of people told me after that 21-second victory was like, man, they're gonna have to start getting you harder guys. Because, you know, we just had another guy in March, Derek Young, you know, who was supposed to beat me. Let's talk about that guy, huh? Who was supposed to beat me, yeah, because they, you know, it's crazy because MMA is a sport where people tend to forget what just happened, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody was counting me out in October last year when I tore my clavicle.
Ooh.
I was supposed to fight
How'd
October.
that happen?
In training, I was the Monday of, I was fighting that Saturday, October 12th.
Yeah.
And I was running the Chicago Marathon, October 13th.
Oh.
Beautiful, right? Beautiful. That Monday, I go in. I run 3 miles before, fast, like 6:17, 6:20 pace, you know?
Okay.
Per mile, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like feeling fast, feeling strong, feeling healthy, feeling everything, feeling good. Fight week. I shouldn't have even been there, brother. It's fight week. Why am I training on fight week? But like, I go in there, and we're training, and I'm feeling fancy, and I want to try some shit out, and I try to do this thing. It's called like a fireman row, kind of, but I did like a different variation of it, and I ended up going shoulder first.
Oh.
Into my clavicle popped right away. We heard everybody heard.
And what was the recovery like? What
And that's what I'm saying. So look, people were counting me out after that. A lot of people, my mom, you know, who I love to death, supports me a million, you know, but was telling me around that time, like, are you sure this is still what you want to do? Like, that's a bad injury, you know, like you might never be the same. A lot of people, you know, like, man, you know, like this is a really bad injury, getting scared for me. Like, man, what if something else happens worse?
True,
you know,
true.
Like you don't need to be going through this. You know, you're a certified electrician. You should just work. You know, like, and, you know, Mexicans. You know, like, you know, like they're like grind. Like, you don't need to do that.
Exactly.
Like, no seas pendejo. You know, like, you know, for my people who don't know, like, don't be a dumbass. You know, don't be a dickhead. Like, take the construction way out, the blue collar way out. You know, you keep your mind, keep your brain, keep your health. You know. but there's just something in me that I just can't. I can't give it up anymore. I've gave up. I quit on so much stuff in my life. I've wanted to be so much things in my life, and I've quit. And you think I don't know that? I'm here fucking sitting 30 years old telling you, telling everyone. I've quit on myself so many times in my life. I won't quit, and I won't quit anymore.
That's dope, bro.
And I think that's what people see when I fight now. It's a willing to, and I think that's what separates me from these other guys. I won't quit in there. I'll die in there. I'll die in there.
That's fucking dope. That's inspiring, bro. To be honest, to hear someone say that, and like, especially because after like I saw like I'm seeing
progression.
I saw the progression. Like you pretty much sent me like your own
I try to send you like
your
the progression,
route, and like seeing that, hearing you saying this is like I believe it because I see it. I actually see it. You see the results.
It's crazy because people who met me like even 2 years ago, like I started this running because I have a like little running career kind of going now too, where I just run like with running communities, running clubs. Shout out to Venados, shout out to Wapos, shout out to Casual Trails. Venados honestly made me the runner I became today. Thanks to them, my conditioning is impeccable, and they always believed in me. They met me when I was fat boy Eddie, chubby Eddie, and I bet you even then they're like they didn't think when I first told them like, hey, I'm a fighter. They didn't know how far it was gonna go.
What's a comfortable weight you walk in?
I walk around 155, like 155. So I cut to 45 easy for this last fight. It was 155, but it was kind of weird, man, because my diet was so strict around that time. It was hard for me to get to 55.
Damn.
And for this last one, man, something that people don't know about fighters, man, like cutting weight, gaining weight, it makes a difference, man. And originally, my original opponent was Darius Crutcher. So Darius Crutcher, I don't feel like giving him respect or props or saying his name, but I'm fighting Darius Crutcher, right? June 28th. I get a phone call and a message from my promoter who let me know as soon as possible. So it's like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Hey, Crutcher's out.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, bro, we gotta I just force fed myself. When you force feed yourself, it's kind of like when you starve yourself. Like you don't feel good, man.
Right.
So I force fed myself to get to 156 because my body just wasn't taking it. I don't know if I was running too much. I don't know what it was, but my body just wasn't taking it. Like I don't know if I had like a stomach virus, had the runs, and I was just like letting everything go. But everything I ate, bro, it just went right through me. Yeah, it just went right through me. And then and I was like, I'm not gonna stop running because I'm not gonna lose my cardio either, though.
Right.
So I just kept like intaking more calories. But like I said, it was just going right through me. And so I got to 156, force fed myself to 156, and he tells me, hey, bro, Crutcher's out. Can you get down to 150? And I'm just like, I just forced myself to get 56, bro. Like and in order to gain that weight too, I had to do a lot of like water retention tricks, like a lot of Pedialyte and shit like that. So a lot of salt, so I could hold on to the water. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to cut. Like,
right.
Like this
just
is gonna, this is gonna.
How
suck.
many days did you have?
Just that
day. Same day.
That same
Holy
day.
Shit.
Yeah, and he calls me in the morning, tells me this, and I'm like, bro, I just force fed myself to 156.
5 pounds.
Yeah, he's like, can you drop 5? And it's not even the whole day. I gotta do it by like 5 p.m.
Holy.
And then so I'm just like, okay, man, you know what? It's either this or nothing, right? So we did it. Hit the sauna. Put a trash bag on with a sauna vest, sauna suit. 3
Sweat
hoodies.
it all out.
It's the summer, Chicago. It's hot, man. So run like 2 miles. You're already you're dripping.
Right.
So I did it. We made weight, and we got it done, man. We got it done, and I feel like every single time I fought, I've had to overcome something, and I love that it's happening now and early in my career because I feel like it's just making me more comfortable for more things. They say that God, he gives you trials and tribulations to make you stronger every time, you know.
Right. He gives you what you know he knows you can handle.
Exactly.
Like,
So something's coming
and
bigger.
you're supposed to
you
go
know?
through that so that whatever comes next, you're already prepared.
A-
You're like, I already been through the fire. What else could you do?
Yeah, amen. And something I always tell people too: if you're in the middle of hell, why would you stop? You're in the middle. You don't
You're
gotta
about
have to go.
yeah.
Go ahead, keep going.
That's
You know?
hey,
Especially if you're still walking.
right.
You know,
Hey,
at a quarter, if you got to start crawling, crawl. You
as long as you got
got
it,
a
as
quarter
long
more
as
to
you
go.
keep going, right?
got
Like
a quarter more to go.
God only help those that help themselves.
100%.
Right?
He can't do
So-
it. He can't do it off. That's something that I think people too like. When they're like, man, I don't know how you find the discipline. I don't know where you find the time. Like, and I'm just like, man, look, I'm just a man, bro. I'm just a kid with a dream, and I just have a really big faith. You know, I hold my cross close to me. I know the sins that I'm carrying on it that I'm carrying. You know, when I talk to him all the time, and he knows my heart, and I've never been a bad guy. You know, like. I've met some guys and I'm like, man, that's a bad man. You know, like that's
Yeah.
that's a bad motherfucker, bro. Like,
especially
you know,
growing up in the streets.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like you know, especially where like what we're used to and shit. You know,
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
like just growing up and man, I just never had like I would say like that evilness in my heart.
Right.
You know, so I feel like it helps me. Because I kind of always wanted to be good, and I feel like now that I'm getting older, and I found, because I had to find God, you know, like obviously I was raised Catholic, and my parents and you know, I did baptism, confirmation, communion, confirmation, everything like that. I even went to a Catholic grammar school, you know, so but like I didn't know him, and I had to get to know him,
Right.
to really understand like who I am and what I can do, you know, and I feel like this platform he's given me, how am I not gonna say all glory to God, you know, like because it's not me in there, even something that I like because I watched my fights back too, obviously, and when I was fighting the first guy, Derek Young, in March, the first one with Beast Mode that I did, I prayed when I was going in there. And then I also prayed when I went to the corner after the first round, and I went to the corner. Me persiné otra vez, you know? And I was just like, I'm watching that back, and I'm like, man, I don't even remember doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I knew I needed his blessing in there at that moment. I knew like he's there with me.
Would you say some of your discipline comes from like religion and stuff, or?
I would say now, yeah, because there's times now where I'm training at Chicago Fight Team. Shout out to Chicago Fight Team. My team is the Chicago Fight Team.
Shout out.
Yeah, under Roberto Ramirez, the best coach and headmaster we can obviously ask for. Luis Diaz, Rafa Wallace. Thank you guys for being head instructors and teammates down there too. Brian Blumberg, you know, Roe. Thank you guys, Dago, Josh. Thank you guys, all my teammates. I'm not trying to leave nobody out, but man, there's a long list.
Yeah.
But just shout out Chicago Fight Team.
Well, that's another thing people don't really see either, right? Like
yeah,
behind,
they don't see
behind
the
the
behind.
fighter.
Yeah,
Behind
everybody
the fighter,
see,
there's a big team and a good coach, and you know,
100%.
You know.
Thank you. Yeah, because a lot of people like, hey man, hit me up now. Like, hey man, you're killing it, bro. I always knew. I think my teammates fucking knew before any of you guys fucking knew. Like all you guys maybe wished and hoped, you know, but they knew because they created me. I was built there. They forged me, man. Because man, I was a kid who could not, who thought he had hands and could not even throw a kick to save his life, you know. And they taught your boy how to kick, you know, and now. Everybody's like, man, you kick hard as fuck. And my opponents, you know, you can see it every time I kick them, you know, they don't like it. And I didn't even know how to throw a kick before, you know?
So what's like the martial art that you focus on? Like
we're a mixed martial art gym. We're a true mixed martial art gym. You know, you go to a lot of mixed martial art gyms and they lead with mostly like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or like just like Muay Thai. No, we'll have straight MMA days where it's wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, sambo, or kickboxing or Muay Thai, whatever.
What
it's
sambo?
MMA. It's basically like just like it's like grappling as well, but with like slaps and stuff too.
Okay.
But basically MMA is our MMA days are what you see in UFC, you know,
Right.
or PFL or Bellator. It's a fight.
Well,
We train to fight.
nowadays,
Yeah.
you have to be a complete fighter.
Yeah,
right?
and that's the thing that's what I'm saying. A lot of MMA gyms, they don't do that. They'll train like just jiu-jitsu or just kickboxing. No, we'll have straight MMA days where you're going in there, you're wrestling, kickboxing, everything at the same time.
That's
You're doing
dope.
everything at the same
You
time.
guys do classes too, like for regular people? Or?
Yeah. No, yeah. Anybody who wants to come train. The more the merrier, you know, the more bodies we get, it's different looks. So there's small guys to big guys. So whatever you're weighing, if you think you're big as hell and you're big and bad and you want to test, because there's a lot of guys who go in there like heavyweights, like, you know, guys from the street, like 200 something pounds. Yeah, they'll go in there like thinking they're big and bad, and then we'll have like fucking a 170 guy. I might go ahead and try to take him out, just
Right.
because, it's like we said earlier, it's a humbling experience.
That is one thing though, right? Because a lot of people have a misconception of what they could really do, like in the street fight especially. Like you'll see like somebody being all tough, like,
Yeah.
"Yo, what's up?" And then somebody will be like, "What's up then?" And they're like, "Oh shit."
Look, everybody's tough as fuck until they get hit. Everybody has a game plan, like Mike Tyson said. Everybody has a game plan until they get hit. And I'm not gonna lie, most of them tough guys too, bro. Like okay, so most MMA guys probably would try to do like some like jiu-jitsu or like wrestling. Well, they'll if they get in an altercation with a civilian, right? They'll probably like try to just hold them. Me personally, don't take my advice, people, but I'd probably kick them. I kick him in the leg so fucking hard, I make him rethink fighting altogether. Like, hey, let me
That first kick,
yeah,
make him be
that's
like,
what I'm telling you. Like,
you know what, bro?
Yeah, you know what?
Sorry.
Let's have a shot, bro. Like, hey,
yeah.
bro, like, you know what? Because man, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're not conditioned for a kick, it feels like a steel bat. You know those steel bats, the
hell
baseball
yeah.
bats. It feels like a steel bat just hit you.
Yeah, like if
And you're
just when
like-
you get hit on the shin by something, bro, that
Exactly.
shit hurts.
Yeah. You're
So
like,
imagine somebody hitting you
like-
like full power. Bah!
yeah, just like it's so
crazy.
I don't know, bro, but me personally, yeah, I'd give somebody a tough guy just a real good leg kick, and I'll be like, hey, how'd you deal with that? You know?
Yeah, because it's crazy for like, well, I guess just people in general, like just regular people, like, you know, like me as well. Like sometimes you need some of that to like, you need to let go, release that energy, because sometimes it's pent up inside you, right? Because like that's how road rage happens. Like you
Yeah,
have so
man.
much energy pent up, like you don't have no way to get rid of it, and next thing you know, you burst on someone, and
Yeah, you never know what someone's going through, you know. So you try to I try to be a considerate person and try not to judge too harshly when shit like that happens, when people are like fucking just spazzing out or crashing out and shit and they're bugging up. I'll be like, you know, like, hey man, just let them, you know.
yeah, right.
Like I'll be like, hey bro, let them. I'll be like, hey, if they, especially in road rage thing, I'll just be like, go ahead, bro. You want to pass me? Go ahead. Pass
Yeah,
me, bro.
right,
Go ahead,
right.
bro. I'm gonna
'Cause
see you at the red light anyway, bro. like,
Right,
bro, you know what I mean? So it's
for
like,
real, because I drive for like, you know, for my job or whatever
Yeah.
a lot, and like I always see that, bro. I always see somebody go
yeah,
doing
And
all
then
this
you see them at the
bullshit.
light.
2 lights later, they're like right next to me or a little behind, like
And they
behind
try not
another
to
car.
look at you and shit.
Yeah,
They're
like
you know,
no,
yeah.
for shit, you know.
Cause they're embarrassed and shit.
It's crazy, bro. And that pent up energy, like if people were to just exercise a little bit, you know, get something.
I tell
get it
everybody,
out of you.
do no, like honestly, everybody who wants to come out and train, come out with Chicago Fight Team. It's not just a team; it's a family. You know, everybody I've found in my life, I'm very fortunate, and I believe God is the one who's brought me everything together. You know, because for a long time I was trying to find an MMA gym. For a long time I was at UFC Gym South Loop. You know, like I was at these like mainstream MMA things that I thought was the right way to go, and then they don't even have competition gyms or competition teams. Like I didn't know anything, bro. You know.
Right.
And then one day I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw Bilal Muhammad training with Horacio Gutierrez, you know, and it said Chicago Fight Team, and I'm like, what is this UFC fighter doing at a place called Chicago Fight Team? Wait, where the fuck is this? I'm in Chicago, and I click on it, And at that time, I'm living in Gage Park, which is like 55th and Kedzie. And at that time, Chicago Fight Team was located in Midway, which is was 63rd and Cicero.
Right next
I'm
door.
like, bro, that's 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
You know, like even I didn't even have a car at the time. And I was like, bro, that's like 10, 15 minutes away.
Just walk around with it.
I started going, bro. And when I started going there, we had a lot of good guys. And it's crazy because I was just talking to some of my teammates about this yesterday or the day before yesterday. About like, man, we didn't even know what we had, like what the caliber of team we had when we had it. Because we had some, right now, we have the best team in the world. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I feel we're the best team in the world. I'll take my guys against any other gym, any other time, anytime, any place, in the dark alley, let's go. You know? Fucking in the cage or no rules or with rules, let's go. You know, I take my fucking guys, you know?
Right.
But I also am gonna say the truth that I miss the other guys that used to be a part of us. You know, Romero Stainso, Michael Willis, Banco, Rudy Johnson, Darion Stokes, James Dunn. You know, these are all guys that I feel if they were part of the team right now, they just add on to the killers in our roster. You know what I mean? And it's all good though. You know, they know it's all love and I even trained with Romero Stainso a little bit for Derek Young in March. You know, it's always all love. If they need me, I'll be there for them. If I need them, they'll be there for me. You know, so we're always gonna be brothers. You know, brothers of the sword. But my teammates at CFT, those guys, they're like I'm not gonna lie. If we're like we're not supposed to be fighting in the streets, but if any of them got in a fight in the streets, you're probably fighting me too. You know, it's not one-on-one. Yeah. So I hope you have some teammates with you because you're getting it, they're getting it.
That's crazy too, right? Because you never know who's like an actual trained fighter.
Yeah, no, I mean I could kind of tell, especially at bars and stuff. If I see a guy get drunk and he's getting stupid. And the way like they stand, like if they stand good, if they have a good stance, I'll be like, oh, he probably knows something. Yeah, like at least a little bit boxing.
Yeah, you could already see it. Well, how long have you been doing it, like overall, to be like where you started taking it serious to now?
When I started taking it serious, in like dead serious, 2022, 23, because I said it, I'm running out of time. But I've been training. Boxing, I've been training since I was like 11, you know, because I used to go to Simons Park District.
You could tell you're boxing.
Yeah,
you see it in the fights.
That's why I feel like I kind of catch on to a lot of shit because I had a good boxing coach. I came from Simons Park Boxing Gym, you know, in Humboldt Park, and it was a good place to get my roots in, but it wasn't a good place to like compete because there was like a lot of gang members, gangueros and shit, and they wouldn't respect the place.
I'm from Humboldt Park, bro.
Yeah, they wouldn't respect it, you know, like they'd be in there just clowning, you know,
just to try to knock somebody out.
Yeah,
or some bullshit.
and then disrespect the coach, and then you know you're in there, young guy, seeing that shit, and you're like, man, how much am I gonna respect the coach? He looks like he's scared of these guys too, you know, like. So then I kind of just wanted to stop doing that shit altogether. I, you know, started doing like this rock band, skateboarding kind of stuff, graffiti and stuff like that. Break dancing, like, you know, like my uncles used to break dance and shit. Shout out to the Nike boys and shit, you know, break dancing and shit.
Oh shit, you used to do music too?
Well, yeah, I used to break dance a little bit. I used to rock, I was in a rock band and I used to rap, but fucking.
Oh shit.
I used to do a lot of like just other shit just to get my mind off of I guess of what I was really supposed to do, because I feel like honestly I was always supposed to fight though, because there's always, you know, those guys that you hung around with at the park, like your homies and shit, you played tag with or you played like hide and seek with or whatever. Yeah. And then you guys like getting older and then you guys start playing other games like body shots. And then I remember I was like the best. Let's say I was the best on the block in body shots, and then out of nowhere they're like, "Hey, I got a guy who could beat you," and I'm like, I don't fucking think so. And then the next week he's there. Like they brought him, bro. It was crazy. I'm gonna tell a story, bro. Fucking Julio Gallegos, Alex Gallegos, Peter Alvarez, Manuel, fucking like all these guys. Like I'm literally giving names, you know. And they're all telling me about this guy, Julio Gallegos, Alex Gallegos. Oh, I got this fucking guy. He's a boxer. He could beat you, body shots. He's a big guy, right? He'll beat you. He said he'll knock you out like fast, easy, because you're littler. I'm like, man, bro, whatever, bring him. You know? These fuckers come to my house like the next week, bro. Then ring the doorbell, and I'm fucking like in pajamas and shit. And I'm like, what's up? And my brother's looking at me. He's with them, and he's like, hey, they brought him. And I'm like, brought who? What the fuck are you talking about? I look and see some big ass dude. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing here, bro? Like, what the? And then Julio's like, he's saying, yeah, this is him. He wants to go. Anthony. His name was Anthony.
Oh,
and I'm just like, oh, you're Anthony? He's like, yeah, you're Gachi, because they used to call me Gachi. And then he's like, you're Gachi? And I'm like, yeah. And he's just like, so we're gonna go? And I'm like, yeah, you bro, you fucking came here. I was like, you're here. Like, all right, let's do it, bro. So right when we go, we start. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can't believe this fucking guy came all this way
Just to fight
fucking
shit.
for body shots, bro. And I'm looking at him and I'm nervous because I'm like, man, he's a big fucking guy, because he was a big guy. And I'm just like, okay, so right away I'm gonna charge him. Like, I literally put that in my head. I'm gonna charge him and I'm just gonna fucking blast his ribs, each side, right away. 1, 2, 3, go. Blitz him, hitting him. Done. Kind of pushes off of me, like, stop. Done.
Damn.
And we're like, what the fuck? And then they're just like looking at him like, hey, bro, what the fuck? Because supposedly he's a really good boxer.
Right.
Yeah, so then I'm just like, what the fuck, too? Like, kind of like, and I'm like, all right, you good? And he's like, yeah, man, you know what? I'm kind of sore. He said some dumbass shit. I'm kind of sore or some shit, or I just ate or some shit. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago. But
excuses and shit.
I remember it was a dumbass excuse, and I was just like, it's funny because I feel like nobody's ever gave me my props like after I beat them either. Like even these guys that I just beat, bro. Like maybe the last guy, the 21-second guy, but the Moreno I fought in fucking March, he was like, oh man, if this was MMA, because that was a kickboxing one. He's like, if this was MMA, it's different. And then I see him for this one when we weighed in. He fought that same day. What was it? June 28th. He fought that same day. So like I see him at the weigh-ins, and then we're talking, and he's like, "Hey, bro, hey, bro, like, what's up?" And I'm like talking to him, and he's just like, "Hey, man, like basically asked me like what's up, like why aren't we like connecting, like training to get connecting,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I didn't like that shit that you said, like the MMA shit. And he's just like, oh, basically like, what the fuck? He kind of said like basically like, oh, it was the heat of the moment.
Oh, it was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm going down to 35. I'm gonna take care of this 35er, because then he went down in weight to fight.
Oh, okay.
He was, and even saying that though, I feel like he's saying like, I only won because it was at 45. I would just want somebody to be straight up and be like, bro, you're better than me. Good job,
Right,
bro.
especially if you guys had a match or something.
But I feel like that's something nobody's ever gonna give me, and I think that's I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I never needed no one to give me my flowers or my props.
Right, because eventually you doing the work is what gives you your flowers. Like, you getting that win.
I think so. Yeah, I think
because like you were saying earlier too, like talking about that story, like it's so easy to like say things and just talk about shit or like make excuses, but in the long run, we happen to live in the physical realm.
Exactly.
So you could say whatever you want, but when it comes to physical things, that's really what proves everything.
You can't cheat 1,000 hours in the gym.
Right.
Like you can't. And that's the thing that I think too. Like I'm literally thinking that about my opponents every time. Like right now, like I wasn't even supposed to be in camp for this guy Castillo September 20th, right? Until Monday. And the second that he told me I'm fighting this guy, he told me last Friday night. I woke up last Saturday and I ran 11 miles.
Ooh.
From my house, I ran all the way to 31st, the lake, and ran the lake all the way to like Navy Pier and Navy Pier back.
Damn.
Yeah, and I wasn't supposed to lock in till, I'm telling you, I'm not even supposed to be locked in right now. I'm supposed to be locked in 2 days from now, Monday.
What's the distance of like a regular marathon?
Marathons are 26.2 miles.
Okay.
Half marathon 13.1. I just ran the 13.1 Bank of America one, and I just personal record hit a PR of 137, 139.
Oh, nice.
That's like a 7-minute mile.
How many have you done so far?
Well, official ones. That was my first official one, but I've ran the distance.
Before, like
Yeah,
training?
I've trained the distance. So like even I think the furthest I would probably do is probably 32 miles. That's the furthest I will train to do like an ultra marathon, because honestly though, like being a fighter, I don't believe in running anything past that right now, because it does tear up your knees. If you're gonna do something like that, I would do it on a trail. Because running on concrete and cement, it kind of fucks up your knees.
You don't have the necessary.
And wrestling is already fucking up my knees already. You know, like it's already like, you know, you gotta like shoot on them. But honestly, I think that's why I'm very fortunate that I did start the game a little late. Maybe I still have some play around tissue, you know, that other people's knees are torn up, and mine still got it, you know, like little extra
some
cushion.
miles to it.
Yeah, I still have some miles.
Well, like the fact that you do so much conditioning, that must help a lot, like because you know, especially with fighting or physical things like that, the more conditioning you have, the better you could perform.
I remember when I lost against Corey, you know, and it's crazy because everybody tells me like not even to like talk about that one or anything, because that was not a sanctioned fight or anything. It was a charity event, an exhibition, charity Muay Thai smoker. Means it doesn't go on anybody's record. It's kind of just like to see where you're at, to see if you're ready to start fighting.
Right.
You know? And that was the first one ever, mine and his. And when I got tired, like, that's when I lost. Because when I got tired, I'm not gonna say he started winning, because if anybody watches that fight back, I'm beating him the first round. Second round, it starts and I can't even put my hands up. You know, so it's kind of like how am I gonna fight?
And it's like a mental thing too.
And that's the thing, I gave up on myself. When I couldn't breathe anymore, when I was tired, I quit on myself, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, that's why I know I'll die now, because I know what the feeling of quitting on myself felt like. Like, that's the thing people don't get. Like, that's why I tell people I died in there.
Yeah.
Like, that guy killed a part of me, man. Like, I was so cocky before. Like, man, I'll fight a fucking 6'4" guy, 300 pounds in the street. I don't give a fuck. That's how cocky I was. And then when that happened to me, and like the 10 people I had with me were like fucking silent, and then 200 people were cheering for this guy, bro, I felt like so disgusted in my own skin, bro. I felt so ashamed, because I knew I didn't lose to a better guy. I just wasn't the best me.
You lost to yourself.
I just knew I cheated myself.
Right.
Because I didn't even give myself a shot.
Right.
Because I went in there so cocky that I didn't give myself a shot.
Right. And that goes back to what we were saying. Like, you have to go through those things to recognize those things and be able to put them in your repertoire to where you could use it in your life later on, you know?
Honestly, though, but no, my brothers at CFT who haven't felt that, who haven't lost, don't feel that. Fucking train hard so you don't have to feel that. Learn from my mistakes. Too.
That too.
Yeah,
that
learn
too.
from my mistakes too, because you know, you don't want to feel that.
One thing too, like you know, with a lot of us, you know, eventually you figure it out, but like you have to know that you don't know everything. So like the more that people like try to tell you things, and especially if you trust their judgment, like it's always good to like keep learning, always learn.
Always be a sponge, right? You want to be able to soak every information you can get up, especially like being a mixed martial artist. I don't think I'm the biggest, baddest in the fucking room necessarily all the fucking time. You know, I know who I am. I know I'm a fucking killer. I know I know I'm a good teammate, and I know I catch on quick. I know a lot of those good shit, like good adjectives. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a dog, you know. I think all my teammates and my coach know, you know. But I'm also very, like, when you criticize me, I'll take it. Like, hell yeah, give me. I'm trying to learn. I'm a white belt mentality for the rest of my life. You know,
Like that. I
yeah,
like
man,
that.
just
Yeah, I
forever,
like that.
forever teach me, cause
Yeah.
I don't think I know it all. Not,
Yeah.
and even if I become UFC world champion, which all glory to God, primero Dios, I do one day. You know,
Hey, man, bro.
you know, I'll still say I have a lot to learn,
Right.
cause
Like,
there's
that's
always room for improvement.
that's really well said, to be honest, bro. Like that.
Yeah.
That should be motivational to all of us. You know what I'm saying? Especially going the distance and stuff like that. And how do you like?
You know, you wanna. So you want to have a plan, right? Like now that I'm getting older, you know, that's what I'm starting to get at. And like right after this guy June 28th, I was already telling my coach when's the next one. And he was looking for opponents through different promotions, this and that. And then you know, the last promotion we fought for, Beast Mode Fighting Championship, they hit me up. They, hey, we got a guy. And I said, okay. Told my coach, hey, I like this matchup, let's take it.
Nice,
You know?
nice.
I heard a Mexican name, and I said, "Damn, I smell blood. I sense a war," and I said, "I'm all
Those
for
are
it."
usually wars, bro.
And I said, "I'm all for it," because you know what? A lot of time, the second one, in March when Derek Young, when that one ended, I told everybody, I was like, "Man, I'm so sorry. Like, I wanted to give you guys more," and then they come back in June 28th, you know. And I ended in 21 seconds. And I was like, man. So I told him, I was like, bro, I swear this is what I wanted to be longer. You know, my bad, you know. So it'll be nice to give the people that take that trip to Indiana, you know, because even though they say it's worth it, even with the 21-second finish, you know, they say it was worth it, you know. But I would love to give them a show.
Hey, but I mean, your accomplishments already, like, those are what, like, people go see. You know?
That's what they're saying. That's what they say, you know. But at the same time,
being in there doing your thing, bro, like,
I put myself in the shoes of a fanatic.
oh, well,
you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's also a good thing.
Like, I would love to see my boy win 21 seconds. But I know a war of a fight, man.
It's a fight.
And then he wins too.
Who you got on the fight coming up? That Canelo.
Canelo, I got Canelo. I think all due respect to Bud Crawford, and I think I was the only one going for Bud Crawford when he fought Earl Spence, by the way, and I can pull out receipts type shit, you know. People, you're insane, you don't know what you're talking about, stick to MMA, you don't know boxing, you know. And I'm telling everybody, Earl Spence is gonna get dog walked. Bud Crawford's the real deal, you know. Don't mess with Bud. And nobody listened, and I cashed in DraftKings that day, you know. So.
Oh shit. How about
But yeah, like I was saying though, but Bud Crawford is not winning that fight. I think the only guy to beat Canelo so far was Bivol, because Bivol was a bigger guy. I don't think anybody Canelo's size or stature or smaller, which Crawford's kind of smaller, is gonna beat Canelo, bro. He's not.
well, especially where he's at.
He's not gonna respect the punches, bro.
And and his experience too.
And if Canelo's not respecting your punches, he's gonna walk you down.
Yeah,
That's the way
that's gonna be a nice.
That's the
one
way I
to
see it
watch,
going.
man.
But all
And
respect to Bud.
that Holloway.
Holloway Poirier today.
Yeah.
Man, bro.
That one's gonna be fucking a war.
So
bro.
let's talk about that fight, right? all chips are kind of like towards Dustin, you know, like they're fighting in Louisiana. It's his retirement fight. All his family and friends are there. Lil Wayne's gonna walk him out.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So all chips are kind of stacked for Dustin to win. But that means Holloway has nothing to lose.
You can't discount him.
He has nothing to lose. Yeah. And if you look at that last fight, everybody's like, bro, they fought at 55 before and Dustin beat the shit out of him. No, he didn't. They went to decision last time I checked.
And it was a war.
Yeah.
It was a war.
He beat the shit out of him, okay, for 1 or 2 rounds and busted him up. But once he got tired, Holloway started
Yeah.
jabbing him up, jabbing him up.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And then Dustin looked tired in those last the fourth and the fifth. He looked tired, and Max looked like he was ready.
That's that tank.
I'm telling you. And then look, now Max looked good, man, at the weigh-in yesterday.
Yeah, this fucking fight is.
He looks like a healthy 55er, not like a unhealthy. He looked unhealthy last time. This time he looks like he prepared with muscle, not fat.
Where you gonna watch it?
Man, if I don't go to like a Regal Cinema or something like that, I'll probably go to like a sports lounge. I'll probably see what's up.
Nice.
On the UFC like app and stuff, you can low key look up like bars near you and stuff like that. Yeah, you just type in your like.
I didn't even know they did that, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and then you find like theaters that are showing it, and then like actual sports lounges.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I like to watch them better there because you tend to see more of like UFC crowd.
Oh, nice.
Then instead of just going to a random sports bar and then some people are watching it, some people
sometimes
aren't.
I do like the P.O.T sports where we watch it and like just talk shit in the background.
Oh
man.
yeah, yeah. That's cool. I do that. I'd like to come back on and do that one if you're down for that sometime.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, shit. Yeah. But that goes back to what I was saying with the tank. Like that's why you doing so much conditioning, running and shit. That helps. Fucking like endurance.
Yeah.
Endurance is one of the biggest parts of fucking fighting, in my opinion.
In my opinion too, because they can't beat you if you're not tired.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like look, I'll take a guy who can fucking like last forever, bro, than a guy who's just knocking guys out. Because like the guy who's just knocking guys out, like he's gonna run into that guy who can last forever
and got a good chin.
Yeah, and he
has a good tank.
And then and you're rocking, and dude's not going down. And it comes first round, second round, third round, fourth round. Bro, like how he's not getting out of there. That's mentally getting to you too. You're like, damn, my power knocked out everybody else except this guy. Then you're already
because
talking to yourself.
Endurance accounts for like mental, power, your physical, and how you feel overall.
I mean, doing marathons and stuff like that, man. You're trying to quit when you're running. You
get those cramps and shit.
And sometimes I've caught myself talking to myself like, why the fuck you doing this for? like what is this for? Like,
you know what's crazy? Like going to that, like real quick, like when you talk to yourself and stuff like that, like sometimes I'm like, who is that? What is that? Who is that voice? Right? Because like our mind. We have a subconscious, we have a conscious, right? And then now they have something else, whatever. But they say that most of your actions already happened in your mind. Mm-hmm. So there's like a 1 point something second delay. So I already had chose to pick this cup up before I even did it.
Yeah, before you grabbed it. Yeah.
So like, what is that? Like, what is that in the mind that like sometimes either pushes you or wants you to like chill back?
I'll tell you, bro. It's kind of like God and the devil, bro. And it's just the story that we're all written. Look, I try to tell everybody. Look, now that I'm getting older, I try to tell everybody I live my life like this. Every day is already written, and I'm just trying my best to walk it. Cause it's already written, which means He's already watching. So I'm just trying my best to walk it the best I can to make Him proud.
Right.
Because if I live today for me, then there's gonna be a lot more selfish acts, arrogant acts, stuff that we just do as human, But if you start the day off knowing that this day is written already, then you're already scared to disappoint. And that's just the truth.
Take the path.
That's the truth to it, bro. Right. You're just okay. I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna do less bad shit.
Cause there's
karma, man.
There is like this energy that follows 100%. Us, right? Yeah. And like I believe that we all have good and bad energy within us, and each day you choose which energy you pick.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I get it like a fine line between the evil and the good. Like I feel it in the cage now. Like I feel it in the cage when the ref looks at him, says ready, looks at me, says ready, because I feel like I'm right in between that fine line of good and evil because I have to get a little evil.
Right.
I have to. Like like people are like, man, like when they talk about like Immortal Technique songs and shit, like when they talk about gangsters or like the most heartless people, they'll like look at somebody in the eyes when they kill them. Bro, like I gotta kind of get into a mentality where I can do that, because I gotta kind of get in a mentality where it's okay for me to harm another human being and not worry about his health at all. And I gotta think I'm trying to kill him, because when I was hitting that last guy, I wasn't hitting him. Like a lot of people, I saw the matches before me too, and I always watch the fights like before or after, sometimes, or even like just like UFC and shit like that. But I see a lot of guys, they don't hit each other like they're trying to kill each other. They kind of hit each other like they're competing. And I don't understand. You're fighting somebody. Why are you competing with them? Why are you trying to compete with them? Why do you look like you're drilling? Why do you look like you're sparring? Why do you look like
right? This is the main thing.
Right, like
You're
why
at
do
the
you look
fight.
like why do you look like you care about him?
Right. Well, I mean, that's what separates champions from regular people, right? Like champion needs to have a certain type of mindset, right? And you figured out your mindset and stuff like that, and like the difference between how you're saying you're standing in that line between good and evil is like you're doing it for professional reasons.
Exactly.
There's real
100%.
evil out there, man. There's like
100%.
wars out there that are like
100%,
killing
and
young kids and stuff like that. That's evil.
And I am so against all of that genocide, everything going on with Palestine right now, even everything going on in Iran, everything going on with ICE and just immigrants. I don't understand why the world can't just wake up one day and be like, look, we're all human beings.
Exactly. Right.
We're all fucking human beings.
Because
we all have it hard, man.
That goes to that energy, right? That energy. We all have that voice inside of us. That there's that energy that like for some reason just it's in the air. That good and bad energy. And for some reason, those that have the most power, they feed that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many things that are happening that you're like, man, what the fuck? Why? Like we have like so much right now. Like we are so connected in like through devices and things, but yet we can't see that we're all the same thing.
We're the same, man.
We're all the same. We all want love.
We all want love.
Love is one thing that we all want. We all want
100%.
to be accepted by our peers. We all want to fucking see good things in others and things like that. But what media and devices and all this bullshit does to us is like they want us to be in that negative state and that feed that bad and evil side type of thing.
I mean, yeah, because at the end of the day, they can't have us all together, right?
Right. Separate.
We're all together.
And conquer.
Yeah, then it becomes a little harder for them to control.
Exactly.
And but it's okay. It's okay. I'm still grateful.
Yeah.
We're in a matrix kind of system. I'm still grateful because we're alive and we're breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I try to tell people. And honestly, like a good quote a friend once told me was, "They tell you it's the American dream because you got to be asleep to believe it."
Oh.
And I really loved that. And for a long time, I rocked with that and I lived by that. But
nice.
Now that I'm getting where I am, like in age, career-wise, and just like following my dreams, I would say no, man. America, they call it the American dream because if you can figure it out, if you can dream it, if you could believe in yourself enough to dream it and believe it and speak it and seek it, you'll get it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And
this is the only country you can.
Yeah, because I honestly, would I be an MMA fighter if I was out in fucking Colombia right now? Who the fuck knows, man?
Right.
I'm in America where I got the blessing to fucking start late. where I got it, and let's go. And now I'm getting all these opportunities. Let's go. And America has social media and stuff like that. If I knock this next guy out in 20 seconds, 10 seconds, how much more would that blow up? After that 21 second ones, I'm blowing up, and then another one 10 seconds, and get another one 10 seconds. What if I have like 5 fights in a row, you know? And it's kind of, and that's the crazy thing to me is like how far can this That's why I tell everybody I'm gonna rock this boat, I'm gonna ride this wave until I can't fucking do it no more.
But you're right what you're saying. Like,
yeah,
like you hit everything on the dot, because in other countries we don't have the same rights. Well, people that live in those countries don't have the same rights.
Some of them don't even have rights.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Some don't even have rights, where like little kids are starving and shit, and like, or women are not treated the same, and you're like absolutely right, where we're in the country where you could follow your dreams, even if you get knocked down.
Yeah.
Like me personally, in the thing I'm following, I've been knocked down so many times, but yet I have the opportunity to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So that's fucking, and seeing someone like you, like,
I was never supposed to make it, brother. I'm telling you, I'm never supposed to make it. When I fought Derek Young in March, he was a last-minute opponent. That was like his 7th fight, 8th fight. It's like my first kickboxing real one and shit. You know? Let's go back to the smokers. I'm fighting a 175 guy. I'm chubby as fuck. He's fit, looking good, ready, running his miles, you know? I'm not going to win that fight. Now, next, I'm fighting his teammate. He trained them for me. Oh, he's been killing people since kindergarten? Oh, that's what his friend said? And then we beat him. Derek Young, bam. 8 fights. We beat him. This guy, Darius Crutcher, he's supposed to be a wrestler coming from Tennessee to beat me. You know, again, like 7th fight. Doesn't show up. I got to cut pounds, 5 pounds, 6 pounds the same day. Fight Mark Frederick Jr., beat him. How much things are they going to give me? Like, how much obstacles are they going to give me? I'm going to keep showing them, bro. I'm going to keep passing them.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted a little more.
It's that will, bro. That will to fucking
I just wanted a little
I'm
more.
going to show up today.
Yeah.
I'm going to show up, and I'm going to do this thing that I really believe in. Because I could, bro, like, this is my first time meeting you.
Yeah.
But I could feel it off of you, bro. Like, I could feel that that's what you're going to do, and that's what you're going to do for your...
We're taking this all the way to Vegas, baby.
Yes.
You know, we're taking this to Madison Square Garden, hopefully. We're taking this...
Man.
If I can fight in all the big stadiums and arenas in the world, I would love that, man. And we're going to sell out every fucking time.
Hey.
And that's what I'm going to do, too. I'm going to sell out every fucking time. Because I really do try to perform for my people, man. I really... It's not just about me. I know we're all, like, struggling out here. I know about inflation. I know about all this stuff. And I know it's hard to come out to these events. You know, so everybody who hasn't made it out to one and you hit me up, just know I hold that close to my heart. You're there in spirit. In my heart, you're there in spirit.
That's
you hit
dope.
me up and you tell me good luck. You're there in spirit. You didn't need to show up. You're already in my heart. But those of you who do come and they scream Eddie, like, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, when I hear that, I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm losing. In hell or heaven, bro. There's no way I'm losing. Cause I hear everybody, Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. And I'm just like, And I look at my opponent too, and I look at them like, you hear that? That's for me. That's not for you. That's for me.
That's dope. That energy must feel crazy, like, just being there. Shit.
It kind of feels like those animes, like Dragon Ball Z, when he's like about to do the spirit bomb and you're like getting all the power. I feel like that. I just feel like
That's crazy, bro. Do you also believe in like you know, paranormal stuff?
100%. I microdose on shrooms almost every long run. So
Oh shit.
yeah, I
That's dope.
yeah, we'll talk. We could talk a little bit of that. You know, I 100% feel like that's why I believe in God as well, because I have seen other sides. I have felt other realms. I have felt other side. I've seen scary places, you know, like not,
That
like, yeah,
that you hit it again, bro.
I'm telling
Because
you, because
people believe that you taking shrooms, you tripping and shit. Like, nah, what they do is they remove your ego
yeah,
and it shows you your bullshit.
yeah,
And most people are hiding from their own bullshit.
100%. Because you gotta understand. Most of us are in denial. Because how can we be honest with ourselves if we're not where we want to be?
Exactly.
Because if we start telling ourselves the truth, then that depression that we're all going through, it becomes a little harder. So some people try to lie to themselves,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they just lie to themselves so well and so much that they kind of lose themselves too, and
But
they just
that's what's crazy
Yeah.
with consciousness, right? Like
right.
the fact that we're able to go to other states and experience other realms and dimensions, and that like leads you to believe what is this reality here?
Yeah,
What is what is this that we living? Because they say that all of this is made out of empty space mostly.
right.
When it goes to quantum physics, it's like all of this particles and stuff, they all somehow are empty. Like, so how the fuck is this real? And when you do mushrooms and stuff like that, and then you go to the other, and it seems so real as well. So you're like, what? Like,
It's kind of So for a long time, I would do stuff like DMT, shrooms, acid, to try to like answer some questions about the world and about life, like kind of like that, like what's it all for? What's the bigger meaning? But I kind of come to the conclusion that we'll never know.
yeah,
We'll never know, and the only way for a human being to be content is to be human.
yeah, right.
Because, a lot of times when we're doing shrooms and DMT, looking for those answers, we're kind of like losing our human shell, and we're trying to free our soul,
Right.
and we're trying to go into the vibrations,
Right.
and that's when we become like cell particles, shit like that, and then this skin is nothing no more.
Yeah,
Then everything's just
you sort
flowing.
of like
You feel one with the universe,
Yeah,
kind of like
you project yourself out of your body.
exactly, kind of like astral projection.
Right.
Exactly,
And you're
like
able,
lucid dreaming and stuff like that. But look, so then
sort of like that, right? Because you're able. See, I don't believe in time, right? I believe we believe in infinity, so time is not a factor. But I believe that when you're out of the physical, you could go to the future and the past.
exactly, and yes, we can. Yes, we can. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. From my findings, would you really want to? Because then you kind of lose what's beautiful about being human.
Right. And okay, so that's the thing.
So then when
We live in the present.
yeah,
Constantly.
Yeah.
Right. And if you don't experience this present, if you're not thankful for this now,
this.
right? So exactly, it's because most people I have friends, you have friends,
Yeah.
we know people that are either negative or positive and shit like
Right.
that, right? And what you see in most people that are negative, they're worried about the future.
exactly.
This and that, blah 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 blah. You can't do anything about the future.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened. You don't even know if it's gonna happen that way. And then but the past, this and that, bro.
It doesn't matter.
It already happened.
Yeah, the past.
You
doesn't
can't change
matter.
it.
The past doesn't matter. Future doesn't matter. What matters is now.
The now.
It does 100% and I'm telling you that that's like I used to be in love with like stones and zodiac signs and like just stars and trying to figure out a bigger meaning of life and where my soul really was and I realized I come to realize like now like what matters is this.
Right. Right.
What am I trying to figure out? What am I trying to figure out? No. Live.
Do what you were meant to be here for.
Just live.
Right.
Like you're over here living and trying to figure out shit. Why? Live. Relax. Live. Just live, man.
Just enjoy.
Live and take risk. Because if you're not taking
Yeah.
risks, then you're not living.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you're not. And for everyone who thinks just day to day shit and being a robot every day and shit, like, man, God bless you. But you know, like, I don't think that's any way to live. You gotta take risk, man. You have to live for something deeper. Like if you're doing that every day to day shit, like blue collar shit, I respect you so much. And then you have a kid, okay, that's something different.
Right.
'Cause
There's
that's a
nothing wrong with
no,
that.
that's the
Right.
most beautiful thing. I envy
Exactly.
you now.
Yeah.
Because you got a seed. You got seed. That's something that's gonna grow. And, okay, those of you that don't, why aren't you following a dream?
Right. Right.
Even some of the ones with kids follow their dreams still.
Right.
Like so,
I'm
so-
one of them.
So, yeah. So what's our excuse?
Right.
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
and that's
like-
what like life is like life taking itself life, you know what I'm saying? Because man, like if
People be like, life be lifing.
uh-huh
Like people say that shit, man. Life be lifing. With me, like, man, some shit's going wrong, right?
yeah
Okay, life be lifing. Life be lifing. So that means we all know life is hard.
yeah everyone fucking knows that.
Yeah.
Like, we know.
So then let's fucking be hard
Just
individuals
go
and go
through it.
through it.
Yeah, just go through it. If those that fail to fucking recognize that
What do Mexicans say? Agüitar para qué?
Pa' que te agüitas, güey.
Pa' que te agüitas,
That's
yeah.
right. If you're not willing to go through that shit and you just bitch about it, bro, it doesn't do.
Then part of my language,
anything.
you should have been born with with a different fucking, you should have been blessed, a man, If you're gonna be bitching about shit all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, bro, come on, suck it up, man. That's another thing. We're heading towards like very sensitive generations, bro.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
men
it's in
want
the
the
food.
woman to open the door for them. Like, get the fuck
It's in the
outta
food.
here,
It's in the
bro. I'm
culture.
telling
It's,
you, bro.
it's in the
Like,
thing. You know.
I don't
Like-
know, man. I'm gonna always be a man. I'm gonna always try to make my dad proud and be a strong man, Mexican man.
Yeah.
And then I'm always gonna be trying to make my mom proud and be a strong gentleman too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Cause
right.
but even gentlemen have to be a man.
Exactly. Right. Because masculinity is not a bad thing.
No, man.
It's not.
And
you need to be masculine to fucking walk around this world. You know what I'm saying?
leaders to be a leader.
Yeah.
to
We
be,
don't. Right.
to be a protector. To be
And that's what the going back to shrooms and shit, that's what helps you recognize that sometimes you're too much into your own bullshit.
yeah.
Like, but then you you remove all that shit and you're like, oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to just deal with that shit. Eventually, it's gonna go away. I'm gonna be a new me, and I could just keep fucking going.
I'm not gonna lie, my last shroom trip, it was before I fought that guy, Mark Frederick Jr., and I kind of had a feeling it wasn't gonna be Darius Crutcher, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Like, I kind of had a feeling. I was like, this guy's not gonna show, but I'm gonna get someone.
Whoa.
And I knew it was gonna be big. I knew it was gonna be big.
That's
It was trippy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, cause I was even with like a couple of the run. I was with Los Guapos run crew, and we had a Saucony shoe demo. Saucony came out and they let us try on some shoes and shit.
oh shit.
And yeah, I was tripping off the shrooms hard. And I had a feeling just hit me, and I was like, this guy's not showing up. And then it's crazy because like I had a rib injury, so I was like kind of like feeling my rib out, and I was like, and that's when I had the feeling like it's not gonna matter because he's not gonna show up anyway. And then I was like, this guy-
that's fucking crazy.
yeah, and I was just kind of like there, like what the fuck, and then I just remember like we're like a week or 2 weeks out from the fight, and I was just like had that feeling, and I was like, man, but it's gonna be great. Like, it's weird. Like, I knew he wasn't showing up, but I knew it was gonna be great. And then that day, everything in the world was going wrong, bro. Like people say, life be lifing.
Right.
Cause like I was first of all, I think I had like already like woke up late or some shit, and then I was giving like last minute. That's the thing too, man. I'm over here. I'm a nice guy, bro. So like some people like ask for like last minute tickets, and I'm giving fucking last minute tickets the day of the fight, bro. Like,
Whoa.
hey, where are you? Where are you? I'm running around town. Where are you? Where are you? Giving tickets everywhere.
Right, and you don't want to be worried about that,
Bro,
right
yeah,
before the
and
fight.
then I still needed a haircut. I wanted to get a haircut, look fresh for the fight. You know, I'm like, man, I should have done this shit yesterday. That shit was fucking horrible. And then, yeah, on the way out the fucking barbershop, I get a flat tire, bro.
Oh shit! What
Blown,
the fuck?
tire's gone.
Damn.
And I'm just like, man, everything bad that could happen bad is happening. Like, what do I do? Like, should I just not fucking fight? Like, I was dead ass serious, like thinking like, man, just don't show up, you know? And then I was just like, nah, man, bro, just figure everything out. You know, I took a deep breath and I was like, just figure everything out. Just start knocking out the list. All right, tire's fixed. Bam. Haircut, okay, man, I got the haircut. All right, go get my boy. Go get my boy. Meet up with I met up with Ryan and Josh. Ryan Blumberg and Josh Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
My guys, man. They went out with me. They went out with me to Indiana, bro. And I wasn't sure what teammates were gonna go. What if I knew my coach was gonna be there, but I didn't know who else was gonna corner me. I didn't really talk about that with anyone. So, like that day, like I just felt everything was going wrong. Josh and Ryan, close guys to me and brothers to me, and they're like, bro, we'll take that trip out with you. We went out to Indiana, us three. I'm thinking it's just us three. Then we met up Corey, who was fighting that same day against another guy from Indiana too. And then Coach comes in, and then Sully comes in, Shady comes in. Guys start coming in, and I'm like, damn, bro, it starts feeling more normal.
But it's crazy that like you taking the shrooms kind of like told you what was gonna happen, bro. That's kind of fucking crazy, man.
You know what's crazier? It told me not to stop. Like after, because it
like
kind of
not that weed test kind of thing.
No, like something big's gonna happen and keep getting bigger.
Oh.
And that's why when I was in finding an opponent for the Cicero Stadium card in September 13th. When I wasn't finding an opponent, I was like, nah, man, but something bigger told me to keep, like, going,
That's fucking nuts, bro.
And then that's when Darius Flowers hit me up with the opponent, I was like, yeah. I was right away like, yeah. Because I was like, this is what it showed me, too.
Right.
We're going to get bigger.
Right.
And then when he told me the name, Castillo, I was like, okay, another Mexican guy.
Like, I'm ready for this.
Yeah, I was like, I think this is the one that blows me out the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the one. Because if the last ones didn't, this one, that's it. And I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to put it out there that I'm trying to take him out in the first round.
Ooh.
It's going to be the same thing as the last guy. In my head, I'm trying to kill this guy. I hope you're training. I already am. Have a healthy camp. I know you have a little boy. Tuck him in at night and go on your runs. Go on your runs in the morning because I am.
Hey.
So don't take me lightly. I'm not taking you lightly. This is everything to me. It should be everything to you. And if it's not, then you're already lost. Because
yeah.
you can't be half in with me no more.
Nah, well, that goes back to like what we were saying, like the separation between someone that is really trying to be a champion and someone that's just, I'm here to see what the fuck happens,
Yeah.
And that's a difference, you know what I'm saying? Like, what makes it is being prepared.
I think better to be over prepared than under prepared.
Exactly.
You don't want to find out you're underprepared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one thing you really don't want to.
Imagine that, bro. Like you feel you're prepared, and you go
and
in
you're
there,
overconfident,
and they're
so
beating the fuck at you, and then you're just like, damn, I should have trained a little harder in this, in this position.
I should have listened to the shrooms and shit.
Man, we just had the hardest. I just had the hardest the hardest training session of my life last night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, cause that
was wrestling, you said, right?
Yeah, cause my coach wasn't there, so he led Trons and Rafa. get a hold of the wrestling class after, and Trans looks at us and he's like, "Hey, whoever's fighting, we're gonna work some positional stuff on the wall, which means you're gonna go on the wall, and they're trying to take you down the whole fucking time." And and for 5 minutes, and every minute a fresh guy is coming in.
Oh.
So you're not fresh, but they're fresh.
They're fresh. Damn.
And we did that shit from the wall. Then you're like on your knees and on your hands, kind of shit like this and shit, like turtle position.
Yeah.
And they're on top of you, and you gotta get up.
You gotta get them off. Oh shit.
We worked that shit, bro. Fucking
Damn.
man,
you guys drill a lot, or?
Yeah, we drilled before that, but that we were like doing live shit. Like he was trying to keep me down and punch me, and I'm trying to get the fuck up.
Damn.
And it sucks because even when you get back up, if he's still the guy for that minute, you got to get back down, because then you got to do it again. For that whole minute,
and
you're
then
doing
somebody
it.
new.
Yeah, and then someone new.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, man.
See, that's the difference of like the misconception, right? Like people be like, man, like they'll be watching a fight. Man, if I was in there, I would have just done this. Nah, no, you wouldn't.
Man, bro,
no, you
it's
wouldn't.
crazy because there's
No, you
different
wouldn't.
ways to grab arms and like the stuff that people don't see. You're watching the shit. You don't see like way to grab the wrist, way to grab like the legs, and kind of manipulate somebody's own body weight. And like the momentum that they're going into. Like if they're going this way, then you could kind of like go that way with them, but then pull them this way back fast, because then they won't respect that they're going this way the whole time. And then you go back. It's kind of crazy, man. And like I said, I started late in this shit, but like a lot of my guys, they wrestled in high school, they wrestled in college,
Yeah.
I didn't do none of that shit, but lies. I did wrestle a little bit in high school in Kelvin Park, but man, it's not even a real team. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I did try it out a little bit. So I kind of when learning wrestling now, I kind of you catch on to shit. You're like, oh, I remember that shit. But the real deal, man. I owe everything. Chicago Fight Team, Venalo's Running Club. And first, not last, but God. And I just wanted to say him last because I want to give him more room, and I want to give him solitude,
Nice.
That's why I mentioned him last, but it's God.
Hey, man, well, look, man.
Primero Dios always, brother.
I gotta thank you so much for like being here, bro. For real, like you, like just meeting you, man. Like your energy, like seeing you, like I could tell that you really are there to do what you want to fucking do, and you're really pursuing this for real. And
I have no choice.
Well,
right.
So like the fact that like you're here taking your time away from you could be training, you could be doing something else.
This is part of it. These are fun parts. You meet connections. You meet connections. You get to let the people know too a little bit about yourself. So it's I'm gonna always. That's something that I'm always gonna do too for everybody who becomes fans or whoever wants to get to know me. Like we had Venalo's Run Club had a beer mile the other day. And this guy, Renato, was introducing me. I forgot his name, but he was introducing me to some guy. And he was like, hey, bro, he wanted to talk to you. He was saying, hey, that he recognized that you were the fighter. But he thought that since you're a fighter, you're, like, mean. So he was, like, intimidated. He didn't want to come up to me. And I literally shook his hand. And then, like, I was like, hey, pero yo hago abrazos. Like, hey, I'm a hugger, bro. And I gave him a hug. And he, like, looked like he was in shock. And I'm like, bro, anybody who supports me, I'm gonna support, and I'm gonna rock for it, bro. Rock for me, I'll rock for you, bro. Hey, we're a team, we're together, man. This is not just me. We're all, like I said in the beginning, we're all human beings, man. We're all here together.
Right.
It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to be a nice guy, or like Enrique Rivera from Venalo's says, it doesn't cost anything to not be a dickhead.
Right.
Yeah, like you can be a nice guy, you can not be an asshole, bro, and honestly, I think life will go a lot smoother.
Yeah, for all of us.
Yeah, because even when you're a tough guy, that like that shit. Like I remember I used to try to be tough guy all the time and shit. Like before I got humbled and shit. And I'm telling you, that shit gets tiring, bro. Because you kind of like, then when the fuck are you gonna be truthful to yourself and say, man, I need help?
Right. Yeah.
Then never. Then you're gonna be losing your fucking mind.
Well, most of the time, a tough guy is probably most likely hiding from something.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, bro, like like men especially, not enough of us admit the truth, like, man, that we're going through shit.
Exactly.
And then a lot of men end up killing themselves because it becomes overwhelming, and they got no outlet. They don't know who to talk to.
Right, because as men, we're not taught to like speak about
because
shit
look, because you speak to your dad about it in the early ages, like, no seas puto.
Come on.
Yeah,
No seas mamón.
Yeah, and then your mom fucking, you wouldn't even dare to talk to your mom about sensitive shit, you know? Like, shit, man, I'm telling you. So it's kind of like a stigma that we have.
Right.
But we gotta learn to talk to each other as brothers. Like, hey, man, you good? You good?
Hell
nah,
yeah.
man, and we gotta learn to tell the truth.
And that's why, bro, like, I was like, I gotta meet you, bro, because, like, I get motivated when I see people pursuing something and doing something and doing big things, bro. And, like, meeting you, man, feeding off your energy, bro, that's just gonna help me and motivate me to just keep doing my thing.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna help me because now look, I get to say a little bit of my word, a little bit of my piece, stuff that was on my mind, and now go after it. Cause sometimes you wanna just vent. Sometimes you wanna talk to somebody, and you don't have, like, I don't really have no one to talk to, like, especially because I am like a fighter and shit like this, like how am I ever gonna show like a weak side, So then, like, to have something like this where I can show people like the real me, vulnerability, and but I am a fucking killer. Don't get me wrong. Like to show like that I am human and I am a man of God. It gives me more room now since I vented to refresh and restart. Cause we back in camp, baby.
Ooh.
We got Castillo to knock out.
Yeah.
21 seconds. So then what's half? 10. We'll do 10.5.
So I made a little thing, from the footage you sent me.
Okay.
And we're going to check that out. And
yeah,
again,
for sure.
bro, thank you so much for real. Like, I've been having a lot of just, fun, just meeting you, fucking getting to know you, fucking seeing, being motivated about you, bro. Like, for real, like, you doing big things. And we're about to show this quick reel. I did real quick. Hopefully it's okay. We'll see what you guys think about it. Check out my boy, CFT, right?
Yeah, Chicago Fight Team.
And this is the quick reel that we're gonna show from his fights, and check it out.
That should be.
In the trenches.
I'ma dominate. Quickness and patience. I'ma dominate.
That's me and my boy Ryan Blumberg right there.
I'ma dominate.
This Derrick Young. Look at this Derrick Young.
I'ma dominate.
Look, he got crazy disrespect. He's pushing everything.
It's no scrimmage, flesh and bone style, so it's no image. Pressing beyond limits, putting in work to bring up my percentage. This ain't luck, son, it's grown business. That's right, real life gave me the experience, and every little loss could only make me fearless. Just because I'm humble don't mean that I'm timid. Make the wrong move, you'll lose your inner spirit. Excuse me. No matter what they say, they can't deny me, baby, I'm sorry. But you know who I am, yeah, baby. Wherever I'm at, I need to take over. Can't stop, I need you. I can't. I'ma dominate them. I'ma dominate.
That's where the hard work is done in the trenches. Look, in the trenches.
I'ma dominate. I'ma dominate. I'ma dominate.
Look.
Smoothness and flavor. It ain't no question, you ain't fit for who you facing. The puddle of sweat means a beast that's in the making. Mastered all the basics until it's second nature. So that one shot could leave you lost inside the matrix. It looks good on paper, but we could test it later. Reality in time, my teacher and eraser. Call it fruits of labor, got victories to savor. A disciplined tempo makes a mindset focus laser. It's almost to perfection, display it with precision and consistency to measure. When I apply the pressure, left, right, jab, uppercut, step back. Footwork on the wet mat is where the dot is left at. Yeah, I could outwork ya, What up? Those are the last words that you'll ever utter. Working my ass off became a real profession. That's how I turn my body and mind into a weapon. So I'm a
Man, just a kid with a dream, bro. Just a kid with a dream, bro. Had a little bit of balls to follow it a little bit.
some patience. I'ma dominate. I'ma dominate. I'ma dominate. Smoothness and flavor. Yeah.
Everyone, shout out to everyone. Viva México.
21-second finish. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna share a secret for all you guys, because I'm gonna let you guys into me, know a little bit about me. I was injured for most of this camp, but I was gonna step in here regardless. I will never pull out. Last minute, it does not matter. If I sign a contract, I'm gonna come in here as a professional every single time. Viva Mexico!
Viva Mexico! Edilberto Rosales from CFT, making it known.
I appreciate that, bro. That shit was sick, bro. That shit. Many more, bro, and many more.
Yeah, that's just the beginning right there.
That's just the
you know?
beginning, baby. This is just the beginning, and that's what I think people don't understand. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, bro. This is, man, like, bro, like I tell you, bro, like I'm just gonna be honest, bro. You motivate me, man, and like just meeting you motivated me more and shit. So like, bro, I'm very thankful you came through, man. Before we leave, I'm gonna do a quick freestyle.
Okay.
And show, hey, if you want to rap, you can rap on it.
Hey, fuck it, I might jump in. I'll jump in, maybe.
If you can, you'll start it off, and I'll just finish it. If you want to do something.
All right, fuck
So
it.
I'm just gonna put this little beat on real quick, and we just finish the podcast like this.
Yo. Hey. Yo. Smoking on the lightest greens, I elevate. Fuck it, never fake, hesitate, never elevate my mind, and I'm seeing straight. Ayy, you will never keep my mind locked. Ayy, I'm just smoking on this time block. Ayy, I'm just grinding with my homies on the block. I don't know. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, check it. Yeah. I'm about to knock this out the atmosphere. Yo, check it out, about to disappear. Yeah, my boy, I'm beast mode. Do this shit, put you in a nigga real chick chokehold. I gotta go way too far, can't find me with OnStar. Fuck with us, he'll put you in the arm bar. I don't know, but yo, let me go get in my car. Right, little far. Do this shit, yo, we got the scars. Went through all the bullshit, now here we are. Championship, man, gotta get it in. You know what's up, we in the win. And that's how we fucking get that win. The CFT on the P.O.T. That's how you know, that's how we about to feed. These are real beasts on the fucking life feed. Do this shit, yo, yeah, you can't try me. Anyway, yo, every day you gotta go and you got to pray. You gotta go and have a little faith. You gotta take another fucking step, cause gotta give it up to God. We up in the fucking spot.
Hey.
Thank you for coming through. Thank y'all for being right now. What's up? Yeah, P.O.T Podcast, y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you being here, man. Check him out, man. Check him out on the CFT Beast Mode. He got a fight coming up. What is it? September 20.
September 20th, Hammond, Indiana. We'll be fighting Toto Castillo. Edilberto Rosales, let's go. Eddie One Blood Rose. You can follow me on Instagram, Dead Roses CFC. And let's just keep going.
Yeah, bro.
Onward and upward.
Yeah, bro. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. And that's the end of the show, y'all. Thank y'all.